Hello, hi everybody. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I'm sorry, let me adjust this just a little bit. I hope everybody's having a really good day today. Um, we have to stay positive during this time, and I'm just trying to do that and do that for myself and do that for you and whoever's listening. I noticed I still only have a small amount of subscribers, and I was going to do a giveaway with the blanket or in a book that I wrote. But I'm going to try to go for 20 subscribers, and then we'll do the drawing for the blanket and the book. I I'm really excited about doing this for everyone. I'm sorry, my glasses, I was outside, so they're dark. They haven't adjusted yet, but um, I really hope to get more subscribers. So please share for anybody who you think this channel might help. Excuse me, my allergies. So if you know anyone or uh, that that needs some advice or some help, um, please share with them and or subscribe. And if you have any comments on how I can better reach people or what I could do to be more out there, I'm welcome to any information you have because this is all new for me. I am not very techy. So um, I really hope that I get more subscribers and when I hit 20 subscribers, I'll do the um, the giveaway for the blanket and the book. And I hope that everyone has a great day and continues to have a great day. I want to spread love as much as I can. And in any situation that you are in right now, because I have been in some in the past few weeks, just personally, not have to do with my son, but I'm trying to better myself and take care of myself. And I know for us it's hard to do because we're parents, regardless of the age of our kids, regardless if they're living at home or they're living somewhere else. Um, you still live for your children, and that's where I'm at right now. And I have to take care of myself, is where I'm at. I need to take care of myself mentally and physically. And it's an ongoing thing. It's an ongoing learning process through life. None of us have all the answers. No one will have all the answers. And I think that's what I was looking for the other day. And I ended up getting angry at the physical issues I'm having. I'm suffering with arthritis right now. So I'm life still goes on. Your kids might be doing well, and then your life is continuing to go on, and you have to find a way to continue and keep yourself healthy as much as you can. I'm trying really hard, and it's going to take a long time. I mean, the weight didn't come on overnight, even though it seems like it does when you try to lose it. It seems like it does when you try to lose it, but it's a thing. So um, please take care of yourselves. You deserve it. You can't take care of anyone unless you take care of yourself, and whatever that looks like, whether it's physically, whether it's mentally, or both. Work on yourself, and any time that you get a minute, um, think positive, be as positive as you can in life in general. Your kids will improve if you just keep pushing them a little bit and help them learn as much as they can within um, their limitations, so they can do more, they can learn more. Sometimes we overprotect and we don't know that we're compensating. because we're used to doing it. We're used to stepping in and compensating, and we're not realizing that we're not giving them the opportunity to then do for themselves. And I had to catch myself doing that a couple of times, or not more than a couple. I had to catch myself many times from overcompensating, because I think as parents, we, when they're young, especially for me, I think it was, you kind of feel responsible, and it happens. It happens to everyone, I think, anyway. You speak for them, or you are so used to doing for them whatever that thing is, that you keep doing it so that they don't have to struggle. And the worst thing as a parent is to see your child struggle in any way, shape, or form. So you have to give them that. I do apologize with this cough. You do have to afford them the opportunity to learn whatever it is, whether it's brushing their teeth on their own, or putting on their shoes by themselves, or dressing themselves. Whatever it is that you're focusing on at that time, take a second and pause and see if they know what the next thing is. And you will be surprised at what they really do pick up from you, because it's been such a constant routine for a certain period of time that they do know, but they might wait for you to do it for them. And that's the last thing you want, is for them to depend on you to do everything, because that's a lot on you. And then they're not learning anything. So try those things. Try to give for them that opportunity to learn in that moment, because the best way our kids learn is in the moment. If you got to take a moment to, correct a behavior, you got to do it in the moment. I still have to do it with my son. In the moment, I have to correct him in the moment, because I'll speak for my son, but I do believe most kids and most people who are on the spectrum, they can't imagine and say, like when you're telling a story, like if you're in this situation, you can't be rude. You can't say, give me my drink when you're in a restaurant. You can't say, this. I mean, I've done it. I still do it. But if you catch it in the moment, it's more impactful. If you know their behavior, let that, and even if you anticipate it happening, you can guide them through it. And if you don't catch it and they end up doing that thing that you don't want them to do, like, okay, for example, my son, every time he was little, every time we went to a restaurant, he thought that the hostess was the person to do everything, because I guess he doesn't pay attention to who it is or what they look like. He just knows that he's in a restaurant and there's a person standing next to the table. Of course, we know that the hostess only seats you. That's their only job. And a host or hostess. And we know that's not their only job. I mean, I've worked in many restaurants, so it's when I had that visual list for him that we would go through, and this is just an example of like what you can make, how you can make their list for whatever you're doing away from home. When Keith was little, and I put this on one of those pull change that you can buy anywhere, I just wrote the list and put it, just to make it more colorful, I laminated it with some construction paper behind it. But like, let me see. Since we were talking about restaurants, I said eating out. The first thing that it says is, first we talk to someone and we may have to wait for a while. So if, there's a wait for a table. Someone will come take us to our table. That person is not taking your order. Because what he would do is, as soon as they sat us down, he would try to ramble off everything that he wanted. I want to drink this. I want a hamburger with fries. And, he would ramble off everything he wanted to the wrong person. So I had to and we would go over this before we got into the restaurant. So it got, it was a thing for a while, but after I had made these cards, he improved so much with that. And I said, well, and then if he started to get antsy, because he would eat so fast, we would still be eating. And so I would say, do you need me to pull out the cards? He said no, because he knew what he was doing. He got used to it. And like I said, we would read it every time before we went in. And it got to the point where I wanted to see if, I want to give him opportunities to do it without me having to pull out the cards. I had to, and it continues with someone will take our drink order. Then they will bring our drinks. Then we will order our food. We will wait for our food to be cooked. We will get to our food and eat. When everyone is done eating, we will ask for the bill, pay the bill, and leave. You may ask to leave one time. So I did give him the one, because he eats so fast when he was little, or he ate so fast when he was little, that he was done before everybody, and then he was antsy to leave. He just wanted to eat and leave and run, and we couldn't relax with that. So after, like I said, going through this a few times, he caught on and he did good. And you know what? I'm just realizing that he still does that as an adult. Not that he knows who to ask for what, not the hostess. He asked the waiter. He knows when it's appropriate to ask for your drink and order your food and, all of that. But he always finishes eating before we do. And if we're in a place where he can go walk around outside and to different stores or whatever, he will do that. He'll say, Mom, can I go? Can I go? I don't know what it is about him wanting to eat and leave. I've never had that conversation with him. Something I should probably do. And ask him why he wants to leave so quickly. But I have noticed, and I'm very proud of him, I've noticed lately, because usually when we sit down in a restaurant, he's on his phone. And of course, because of COVID, we haven't been going out to eat very much. But lately, and for those of you who don't know, he is living in his own apartment, so we don't see him every day. And he started his new job, so I'm super excited. It was the job he had before when COVID hit. They laid him off because he was the last person hired. So they hired him back. Anyway, when we go to restaurants now, he's not on his phone. And he tries to carry on a conversation about stuff. And this is new. This is totally new for us, and we're super excited about it because we've always wanted to have that with him. We're so used to him just kind of being into his phone that we notice now that he's not, and he really wants to have conversation. It's a big deal. I'm super happy about that because now I can have conversation with him and have adult conversation, and he's learning so much. He's growing so much every day, and I'm so happy for him. Um, I'm very proud of him. Now he still has moments where he's rude, not to other people. Well, I hope not to other people. I can't say that. But that's something we're working on. I think because we're his parents, at times, he thinks he can just talk any kind of way. And as we talk through it, me and my husband talked through it one day, actually last night, and we realized, our daughter kind of did that too when she was going to move out. Like it was time for her to move out because, you get that tension sometimes. They're kind of one foot in adult world and one foot in I'm still living at home, and they don't, that thing. So I can't explain it. It just happens. And because this is his first time living on his own, I think he's in that mindset of like an 18-year-old who wants to be independent and wants to be on his own, but he's still living at home. And there you get that friction a little bit. And I think that's where he's at. Like if something goes wrong in his apartment, he's rude in the way he's asking for help with whatever it is. So we're working through that, and I'm sure that he's going to get it. I don't know where. I mean, I know most of those on the spectrum are blunt and to the point, but I don't like rudeness. I'm not going to put up with it. So, so it's something to work on as an adult. If he wants to be, a good person and let people know that he's a good person, he has to speak them a certain way. So we are going to work on that with him, and I'm sure that it's going to take time, but I think he'll catch on quick now. He's catching on to things quicker than he used to. So, in that respect, we are super excited for him. He's growing so much. And yes, he still needs lists sometimes, and I write it for him, but they're not as detailed anymore. They're, short and sweet kind of instruction. But I mean, he ends up where he doesn't need it in a shorter period of time. So he's doing so well. He's doing great. But I want to say to kind of, I know I went over a lot of things just now, but I guess I have a lot on my mind. So if you could please like, share, and subscribe and help me get to at least 20 subscribers, and we will raffle off the puzzle piece blanket and the book that I wrote about my son and about our son and how he taught us about his autism. It's Groundhog Day. It's on. You can find it on Amazon, iTunes, Barnes and Noble's, Books A Million, and I can't remember. But anyway, look for it. If you know somebody who might benefit from getting a little bit of advice, I'm not a doctor. Again, I'm just a mom, and I just wanted to share how he taught us about him. I know I can't speak for everyone. I just want to be a shoulder to lean on. I just want to be a supporter of you. And, we need to help each other in this because most people feel alone. And I understand that because I have too felt that way. So, be good to yourself. Be good to your kids. Love them. Help them. Teach them. Let them be your teacher on how they learn. It is the best way. I wish you the best, and I hope you have an amazing day. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.